All right, give me 1 second. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'm in here. Can you in here yet? It should be live. These telegrams is trash. Damn. All right. Bet. All right. So what you asked? Numbers. All right. So do numbers and to do numbers, what you want to do is every jersey has a clothing folder that's attached to it. So for example, see how I got this Philly. What up, Nick? You see how I got this Philly 1945 jersey in the clothing folder, and you can get that out of the, you're gonna have to extract that out, but in the clothing folder there should be a is it Philly 1945? Here's the clothing file for that jersey. So basically the clothing folder has the fonts and the font placement. So this is the font file, this is the font placement right here. I do not know how to edit this. Tried. I think you have to edit the scene file to fix it, but I'm not really too sure. So I just went with this. That's why you don't see none of my numbers kind of all over the place. They just in the center and on the back. That's it. But in this font file, what you're gonna want to do is open this up. This is the letters on the jersey. This is the numbers on the jersey. Now, the big thing with the letters and numbers is that they are set in stone. The game knows exactly where these numbers are at on a jersey. So you can't just put any old numbers in there in any old spots because it won't look right. So what I would advise you to do if you're trying to make a jersey and you're trying to edit the numbers, you can use my numbers. If you're using my same jersey, you can use my same numbers and just change the colors and stuff like that. But it's always best, honestly, to go back and get the actual original numbers that's on the jersey. So what you'll want to do, where's my manifest file at? You know I do this already, but we're gonna go to the manifest. We're gonna edit with Notepad. I'm gonna get the original out here. So this one is clothing resource 1945. Let's get this original file. Control F, Control V. This original file is in OI archive, so we're gonna go to this, options, preferences. We're gonna go to OI. Save settings, load the archive. Take a minute. Take a minute. All I'm doing is just taking it out of the game, the original file. I'm gonna show you what you'll run into, because I didn't know this until Shu told me this. Because I was wondering when my numbers was off on a jersey. So it's in OI and it's called Philly. Okay, so let's go here. So it's in this resource. Let's do a paste here. So here's that font for the 1945 away jersey, and the anything before the slash is a folder. So that means that this file has to be in the clothing folder. That's why if you look in my modded folder, I have a clothing folder in there, and then that's where all that stuff goes. So when you're looking at this thing, anything that has a slash before it, that is an actual folder that has to be set up in your modded folder, or just put in your modded folder. All right, so let's grab this out. I'll do this real quick. On a quick. All right, so once we take it out, we don't need this no more. We don't need you no more. We're going to open up the archive, and here's the original files in here. If you are making a jersey, there is files in here that you do not need. So if we go back and look at mine, D Smooth, Darius is in here. Tune into D, that's him. You can ask him. Uh, 1945 away file. Here we go. So here's my file versus the original. So as you can see, the original file has a bunch of stupid files that you do not need. You can delete all of these out. You only need these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that 7? I think that's 7 files for a jersey. You don't need about 30 right here. How many ever this is. So this is on video, so you can stop and look and see what you need. But you need the letter, the number, the font letter name, font number name, the RDAT, the font letter color, font number color. These are only files you need. So that's just a little tip right there, so you don't have to have a bunch of big old files. But when you go in here, when you open up the original font for the jersey, you have a font number color and a font letter color. These are the two files you really are going to be editing. One is the numbers, one is the letters. So let's open up this number joint. Let's go to 75. My bad, I'm eating these Teddy Grahams. Smash them. Damn. Yeah, YouTube really be behind. All right. Let's do 88, 85. All right. So here is, when you open up that number file inside of the font, this is the numbers that are on that 1945 away jersey. So the first thing that you want to do when you get in here is you'll want to mark the spacing of all your numbers. You're going to want to mark the spacing, because if your numbers are past the space limit, it's going to bleed over into the next area. So for example, what I would recommend that you do is when you first come in, you got these little, you should have these little, the ruler set on the side. If you don't have it, I think you can go to view, show. It's one of these. I can't remember which one it is. Show rulers. Let me put my smart guys back on. So view, show rulers. That. So make sure that's turned on. That turned on, you'll see these little rulers on the side. From the left hand side, if you grab and click, left click and hold, you'll see a little bar pop out. Take this bar and get it right in between the middle of these numbers. And do that for every single number. You have to do this for every single jersey because every single jersey numbers have certain placement. All right. Once you got your placement down for your jersey numbers, then you can basically take this layer and turn it off. You can hide it because those are numbers. If you want to edit these numbers, you can edit them. I mean, what I did was I basically used the little tool right here, clicked in the number, had my tolerance I think on 20, and then what I would do is I would right click, layer via cut. Now I just got the numbers with none of the extra shading on the side of them. And then from here, I could go ahead and change the colors of them. You know, I could do whatever I want to the numbers. So if you're just trying to change colors, then that's really all you need to do. If you're trying to put your own font, like your own set of font on here, you can do that as well. Basically, what you want to do is hide the layer. And then from here, you can actually write in your own numbers. So let's say you was making a jersey and you want the jersey to have specific font. You can actually write that in. So let's say this was, so this is 0. I think it starts with 0, right? Do it start with 0 or 1? Start with 0. Yeah, start with 0. All right. So let's say I take this 0. As long as I'm within this limit of this line, like as long as I'm within this area, the jersey it'll look correct on the jersey. See, so for this 1 is a little bigger. So I would have to shrink this down to make it fit. Because again, if it does not fit on your jersey, whatever's in this spot is going to have this added onto it and it's going to be all messed up. So that's one thing you got to worry about when you're messing with these numbers like this. I didn't do that specifically for this reason. Because some of your numbers are gonna be skinny, some will be fat. It's just messed up. So, but I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. But basically, you have to use these guides for your placement. And then once you got your guides in there, you basically can change these up. Do whatever you want to them. So it's really no more than that. Then you basically save this file. Throw it back in the archive, load up the jersey, and jersey will have all the numbers on it the way you want them. What messed me up is I basically took one file from one jersey and I put the same number into every jersey I made, and then I'm looking at the jersey like, why the heck is the numbers all messed up? Then I didn't realize that every jersey has its own spacing for the number. Even if they look exactly the same, every jersey has its own spacing made by it's in a jersey file. So whatever jersey you edit, basically you got to come in here and do the editing. If you're just using my jerseys, like let's say you're just taking 2 of my jerseys and you just messing around with those, open up the font file and then you can change it however you want. You can just change the color. I mean, you could do pretty much whatever. You can add that. You can add the stroke to it. As long as you don't go past those lines, you can add a drop shadow. You can add an outer glow. You can add whatever you want. Numbers can be however you want them to be. But that's pretty much it with the jerseys. Basically let me open up the letter. The letter color is the exact same way, but it's a lot longer because it's doing every letter in the alphabet plus the asterisks and dashes. So again, what you want to do, if you're not just editing this file, which you could do something like this, you can just go color overlay, boom, make it a different color and keep it simple. That's what I did. But let's say you want to have your own type of letters and all of that. Get to doing them spaces. Get it right in between the middle. That way you can put your own font on the jersey and make it exactly how it look in real life if you want to do that. What up, Bo? But again, that's going to take a long time to edit, as you can see. I had to do this for a couple of jerseys because a couple of jerseys had like special stuff around the letters and I had to get that off. So I had to take other jersey files and do this for every single one. It was a good amount of jerseys I had to do this for. Y'all just don't know how much work. Shit take work to do this junk. Y'all have no idea how many hours I put into this junk. I almost put a whole year into this damn thing. $12 months almost. Just editing, learning what I can do, what I can't do. Obviously, some people's trying to help me along the way, but most of the shit I had to figure out on my own. Shit. If you want to move any of these lines, you got to basically hit this little the little tool here, and then you can actually move them. But again, be careful because if you move this, you mess it all up. But yeah, so that's all you got to do. Again, you can just take my files and you can just recolor them. You know, add a color on top of them if you want to do that. They should work perfectly fine. All right, so that's done. Not much more than that. You said court. How to do a court real quick. Do I got? Oh shit. All right, so you asked a question about how to get different wood inside the what'd you say? Free throw perimeter. You talking about that little half circle right there? What part you talking about? Because basically what you're gonna have to do is use the shapes. That's why I included them in a template. Man, I want to make some course, but I'm just not motivated, to be honest. The whole inside of the 3. All right, so you're talking about. Hold on. So in the template, there's this little thing called various court shape cutouts. Basically, these are going to be different cutouts that you can use when editing floors. Y'all don't know how in depth I had this template. So it was fire. All right, so basically all inside of the 3. So let's say you're talking about like all of that right there, like this. Because if you're talking about all the way inside of the 3, all you need to do is basically select the cutout and then turn it on. So I'm gonna do the east one. I'm gonna do the east one. You should have this template. It's the same one. It's on my MediaFire page too. It's the same template. It should be in there. You don't got that specific one? Damn, my shit going crazy. Hold on. All right, you don't got that. Wait, let me see what I got on my MediaFire real quick. Hold on. Oh, wait up. Creation templates. 12/23/19. Yeah, you should have this one because this one's June 19, and that one's older than that. So yeah, you should have that template. It should be the one up here. So if you go to my I'm gonna have to send you this link. I'll put it in the YouTube chat. There you go. All right, so basically once you got the cutout that you want, select it. Yeah, let me know if that cutout ain't in there. Should be though. Once you got the cutout that you want to select or the part that you want to edit or change. So, oh, somebody followed or something. Good looking. The Barbie saga. What's up? So once you find a court cutout that you want, select the court cutout, then go back to the different floors. And when you go back to the floors, select the floor that you are looking to put on top or remove or whatever. So let's just say I'm trying to put, let's say I want this on top. So let's say, let me turn this cutout off real quick. This is our original piece of wood that's on top. And then this is the other floor that I want to put on top, but I want it to be in the cutout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and select my cutout, turn it on. I'm going to click it with this selection tool. When you select it with the selection tool, you want to scroll down now and select the actual floor that you want to put on top. Now I'm right click, layer via cut. As you can see now, here's that little piece that I cut out of the full floor down here. So now all I gotta do is turn off my shape, boom. Take this and put this on top, boom. And now you got kind of you got a clean cutout of that, you know, that type of wood that's on the floor. That's basically all you want to do. Select the cutout, highlight the cutout, then go and select the floor and do a cut. When you do a cut, turn off the cutout and then take your layer that you want on top and drag it on top of whatever layer it needs to be on top of. That's pretty much it. So then you got to cut out of that. Same thing if I wanted to go and have this be only, you know, that part from the court that I wanted to like show. Highlight the cutout, click the cutout, scroll down, select the type of floor that you want to put on top. Let's just say I want to put this one on top. Right click, layer via cut. It'll cut out that piece. Turn off your shape. Go and grab that piece and drag it to the top. And then there goes that piece. And that's it. I wanted to play 2K, but I don't feel like it. I gotta do some work before I go to sleep. All right, so yeah, that's how you do that. Let me know if you get the template. Let me know if it works. Yeah, I wanted to play some 2K, but I'm about to get off. I'm not feeling it. Might go play some Division or something. All right. Yeah, so you should be able to have that. Like I said, I was gonna play, but I'm not feeling it right now, so I'm about to get off. I'll holler at y'all boys later. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. But I actually have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. So I'm gonna get off.